Today, we're going to talk about the most important thing you can do for your finances at the end of the year.
Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, where we talk about the human side of money. Join us as we dive beyond the numbers, unpacking the psychology of money to equip you with the tools you need to be wise in wealth.
I'm Brendan Frazier, Chief Behavioral Officer at RFG Advisory, and what if I told you that the most powerful financial move you could make right now at the end of the year actually has nothing to do with money, has nothing to do with dollar signs. It's not saving more, it's not investing better, it's not paying off debt faster. It's something you probably never thought of before. It's reflection. Every December and into January, we're quick to set new goals. Bigger savings targets, bigger income, reaching new milestones, new resolutions that we want to hit. But here's the problem. Most people charge into the next year without ever pausing to reflect on the one that just flew by. It's like trying to improve your golf swing without ever watching your last shot. And that's why so many people make more money, but never feel more safe, never feel more satisfied, and never feel more secure. They're living in the gap. They're focused on how far they still have to go. They're not focused enough on the gain, which is how far they've already come. There's power in taking time to look back. Imagine that you're hiking a mountain. You're tired, exhausted, your legs are giving out, and the peak still looks like it's miles away in the distance. But then you turn around, and suddenly, when you turn around, you see the valley below you. It's that long, winding path that you've already conquered. That view doesn't make the climb any easier, but it makes it worth it. And that's the same thing that reflection does for your finances and for your money. When you pause to look back, you create perspective. And perspective is what fuels both your gratitude of how far you've come, but it also gives you motivation to keep moving forward. And without it, you're trapped in the constant chase for more and more, never realizing how much progress you've actually already made. Psychologists have what they call the progress principle. Dr. Teresa Amabile at Harvard found that recognizing small wins creates more motivation than even achieving a big goal. It's because reflecting converts your experience from the past into insight you can use in the future. It helps your brain recognize patterns. It helps it reward progress, and it helps it reframe setbacks. Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy, in their book, The Gap and the Gain, put it perfectly. They say, when you measure your progress against an ideal, you'll always feel like you're losing. You'll always feel like you're behind. But when you measure your progress against where you started and look at where you are today, you'll realize how much you've already gained, how much work you've done, and how far you've come. That's the power of reflection. That's the power of an annual review, not to judge yourself, but to see your growth clearly. Here's how this applies to money. Most people measure their financial success in what we call the gap. It'll sound like, well, we're still not at our retirement number, or our investments aren't doing as well as we had hoped. We need them to do more, or we've saved, but we haven't saved as much as we need to. We didn't save as much as we planned on saving. Here's the thing. Living in the gap is a recipe for constant frustration. Living in the gain builds gratitude, it builds momentum, and it builds confidence. A good annual financial review helps you live in the gain by doing three critical things. Number one, it helps you recognize your progress. Number two, it helps you reconnect your money to what matters the most. And number three, it helps you reset your direction as you move into the next year. Now, if you're wondering, how do I do an annual financial review? To do that, here's exactly how. It's a simple, high-impact, 4-step process to use before the end of the year. Step number one, reflect on the gains. You do that by asking yourself or your partner, your spouse, whoever it is that you're working on your money with, what went right financially this year? What did we do well this year? Look for the progress and the habits that you had, the behaviors that you conducted. Don't just look at the numbers. Yes, did you save consistently? Did you stay invested during volatility? And did you spend more intentionally on things that matter? Those things matter, but just stop for a minute and ask, what did we do well? What did we do better than we did the year before? Focus on those massive wins because wins build the foundation of long-term success. Step 2 is to take a minute to revisit your purpose. You want to ask, sit down and discuss, what is this money for? Maybe you want more family time than you did. Maybe you've had a baby and you want more family time. Maybe you're saying, hey, I need to take steps to be less stressed. Maybe you want to create more memories and more experiences. Things change, people change, situations change. That's not failure, it's just evolution. So take a minute to reflect and connect what the purpose of the money is for yourself or your family. And then you move to step number 3, identifying the gaps. And this is where we start looking at what are the things we can be doing better and where can we improve. However, you want to make sure you approach this step and the question that comes with it, not with shame and guilt, but with curiosity. You want to ask and discuss what's one area that caused the most financial stress this year, and what can I learn from it, or what can we learn from it? The point's not to beat yourself up, it's to gather data to better assess and make better decisions in the year moving forward. Lastly, step number 4, celebrate and commit. We did an entire separate video and episode on the power of celebration and why you should celebrate. But the idea is our brains need closure and they need positive reinforcement anytime we do something good. So maybe you open a bottle of wine. Maybe you go get your favorite dessert, go out to eat at your favorite restaurant, take a weekend trip to a local hotel where you get away for a little bit, but you need to celebrate your wins. When you get there, take a minute and write down 3 things you've done in the past year that you're proud of. Share them with your spouse, share them with your partner, but celebrate the things that you've done well. Now here's your challenge before January 1st. Before next year comes around, you start dreaming big, focusing on your goals and the things you want to accomplish. Block off 1 hour for your annual money review. Grab a notebook, grab your computer, grab whatever you need to feel comfortable, get your spouse, your partner, whoever it is that you have these conversations with, and go through those 4 steps. That's it. It's simple, and it's one of the most powerful habits you can form on an annual basis to change your financial future. Because success with money doesn't just come from doing more, it comes from looking back. As always, if you have thoughts, if you have questions, if you want to discuss how to do this, reach out and contact your financial advisor. Until next time, stay wise and wealth.